Hello everyone, today I'm going to be talking about a few videos and I'm going to have a reaction to them, okay? And I'm also going to talk about a few other things as well. Things that I agree with and things that I should agree with and why I shouldn't and should. So, further ado, let's go. Let's get into the video. Now, I know this is the video that I made the other day. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Alright.
Welcome back to another.
This is where a woman dies and meets you know who. And I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about, okay? Where she meets this Jesus that is supposedly in heaven. So, alright. So, I'm gonna skip to the videos to a little bit.
My medication, I counted 14 medication daily. So,
okay.
When I went to the hospital,
so if I skip through
Sunday,
here,
May 10th, he said, sorry, we can't really figure out why your blood pressure is so high. We're going to give you this extra medication to control your blood pressure. So that's what we did. I said, can we just, I don't want to stay here. And he's like, are you sure? I said, no, I don't want to stay here. It's Mother's Day. I want to be with my children. It's in the middle of COVID, so my children and my husband could come and visit me at all. So
it's messing up.
I don't care anymore. But the bottom line is that my walk, and I've been judged. Told me, oh, she said she came from here. And it was hard for me to see that. So hopefully that answers your question, because it was.
Notice how throughout this video, just by skipping parts, you already know that she's lying to you to get you to believe in a Jesus, which happens to be in heaven and isn't. So, yeah, so she's basically lying. And another thing is, I went on a couple of other videos where people were saying they saw Jesus, this Jesus, which still happens to be in heaven. And I questioned some people on Shilkow, and people were saying that I know where Jesus is. I asked people, where is Jesus right now? And they said, let me tell you exactly what they said. Alright? So they said that he's still in heaven somewhere. Okay, where is he in heaven? Can you tell me that? And another thing is elderly people were seeing Jesus a long time ago. Now, this was before I was born. Okay? And let me show you what I'm talking about, okay? So, you're talking about people. Alright. Near death NDE Jesus. Let me talk about this. Okay. Now, this lady probably saw Jesus when she was little. Lauren Orlando's stepdad sees Jesus in final moments. Fixing to watch this video.
My stepdad Sam was absolutely wonderful. He was super prayerful and super faithful.
All right, so
and he was an ex-Marine.
Now
super
notice
healthy.
They start crying.
But I was so trapped in my own.
Let me give you some adherence, okay? If you saw Jesus, do you think you would be crying? No. I guarantee you would not be crying. You only cry when you feel guilty, when you know you're about to lie to these people and you don't want to. You don't want to lie to these people. I understand that. But you are. Period. I know you don't want to do that. And I'm not going to judge you for that. Okay? But you have to understand what you're doing. Okay? Excuse me, I had to guess. um, and the thing is it doesn't matter what you do or what you say.
Grief that I
All
couldn't
right, let me
feel
let
him.
me
It
just
wasn't that he
continue on.
wasn't there. I was just, my judgment, I was so clouded. My emotions were so clouded by grief. And I settled into the anger phase for quite a while. And then the day that he died changed my life forever. It changed my entire family's lives. He was in the living room in my mom's house, and we were all there with him. And he had every ounce of pain washed away. He looked so peaceful.
He sees me. Now, notice how she never talks about him going to heaven and seeing this Jesus. She never talks about that. He only dies for 1 second, for like 10 minutes, and sees Jesus. But you do know they're lying, right? They're lying to you. So, yeah. I'm going to continue going down. Now, most of these people, Colton Burpo. Alright, this is Colton Burpo. This is him now. He's got more hair on his head than I'll ever have. I don't even have hair on my face.
Colton, how's it going today?
It's going well. How's it going for you?
It's going well. It's going well. I was just saying to you before we started here that I think it's been, gosh, since 2014 since I've seen you, and you've grown up quite a bit.
Now, if I were to look up Colton Burpo, alright? Let's see how old he is. Hold on. So he was 4 years old, right? Okay. So notice how old is so he's 21 right now. Okay. I'm 23 years old. So is okay. Alright. Alright. He is a lot older than this, believe me. A lot older than this. He was born May 19, 1999. Okay. He's 22 years old on this. See that? 22 years old. So not only are they lying about his age, you know what I mean? They say he was born May 19, 1999. Saying that he saw Jesus. Now, if I were to look up Colton Burpo, Colton Burpo. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about, okay? Alright. Let me see if you do.
2010, there was a memoir written by Alex Malarkey. He was in a very serious car accident with his father back in 2004. And after suffering serious injuries, in fact, he's a quadriplegic, he actually decided to tell everyone and write a book about his experience dying, going to heaven, meeting Satan, having a few conversations with him, and then coming back to life, right? So this is actually part of a literary genre that I was unaware of until today. It's called heavenly tourism. That's a genre that exists. It's amazing. And the reason why he's in the news today is because now, as a teenager, he's decided to come forward and say, yeah, I made the entire thing up.
Can I say it now? Of course! Of course he made it up. Isn't that amazing that people, okay, like if it was just this one kid, you might say like, oh my God, it's an amazing story. People who want to believe will believe. But there's a whole genre of people who are visiting heaven on a regular basis. They're doing tourism. They're like, they're taking a cruise with a buffet in heaven, you know, and unlimited shrimp. Like, how do you not realize that all of that's just...
Can't they just write based on a true story? Or like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like some of these things might have happened. I'm not sure. I was out of it.
I might have fantasized about it, but maybe it didn't happen in real life. But the people who actually buy into this market are those who are looking for confirmation bias, right?
Mhm,
Or who
yeah.
have confirmation bias, I should say.
Right.
All right, so let's hear from Alex Malarkey, which, by the way, it's hilarious that his last name is Malarkey.
Oh, I know.
Right? Let's
Can't.
hear from Alex Malarkey ourselves. He says, I did not die. I did not go to heaven.
I love that somebody has to clarify that.
That's a great quote. I did not die is a great quote because it's like,
Wow.
and
He used fountain pens to write it. I don't know if you remember. He wrote the Bible with fountain pens.
Is that right? Yeah.
Who exactly what she said? These are just people looking for confirmation bias, and who fucking believes this kid went to
A
hell?
lot of people. A lot of people. You're right.
I wonder if he read the Bible and he was reading it. He's like, oh shit, this happens in heaven. And he's like, oh wait, that wasn't mine. No, mine was made up. This is real. That's what so then he's like, God had okay, that's what happened. So God was the original author and I just plagiarized that shit.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what he's...
Right, so notice what they're saying, okay?
Tell that.
Colton Burpo, these people are making this stuff up. Making this stuff up. For confirmation bias. That's what this is. No, I've never believed this nonsense. No, I didn't. Curtin Burpo did not see me. He made it up, and you know, and not only that, if I look up Akiane Kramrick, what if I looked up Akiane Kramrick? Hold on. I'm making a video right now, okay? Wait, I'm making a video. Yeah. I'll be in there in just a minute, okay? Alright, I know. I'll be in there in just a minute. Alright, damn. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious, man. Okay. If we look at Akiane Kramrick and look at this. I watch it.
Hello everyone, my name is Akiane. An artist needs to find their own unique style. Don't be afraid to experiment with different techniques. Through my own trial and error, I found my own style, my own way of using my brush, my pencil. When I paint right on the canvas without sketching. But outside the studio, I sketch, and I sketch a lot throughout the day. When I am talking with people, when I'm waiting in line in the airport, when I'm learning new languages. It can take somewhere between a few minutes to an hour to complete the rough draft. Today, I briefly met someone at the park. I was intrigued by their striking glance. If I wait tomorrow, I will forget the details. So today, I invite you to my quick impression from my memory. In the following months, I might use this as a reference for my future painting. I hope that this video will give you a general idea of how the process of my drafts are. So I guess it's time to get started then. So let's go.
Notice how she said it was in a park. Notice it. I want you to take note of all this, okay? Take note of everything I'm telling you right now, alright? What does that eye look like? Huh? Alright. Okay, so continue on. I gotta go. Okay, bye.